Well, you've probably had a tuna salad sandwich or an egg salad sandwich, but have you had a chickpea salad sandwich? Well, if not, this is your chance to give it a try. Check out the recipe in this week's Brittany's Bites.
Today I am making one of my favorite recipes to make and to eat. We're making chickpea salad sandwiches. Basically, they're a replacement for an egg salad sandwich or a tuna salad sandwich. If you're sick of those sorts of things or a ham and cheese, this is what you can make for lunch or really anytime. So easy to make. You don't even need to cook it. You don't need an oven, a microwave, or a stovetop. This is all you need. It's so easy. So I've already gotten started here. I've taken 2 cans of chickpeas and I've drained them and I've rinsed them. Now, if you want to keep the liquid inside the can, I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It's called aquafaba. A lot of vegans and vegetarians use it because you can whip it up like egg whites and make mousses and puddings out of them and everything. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can save it. Waste not, want not, right? But otherwise, you can just drain it, run it down the sink. It's fine. So we have those in here, and then I have a handy dandy little potato masher, and I've mashed some of them. We just want to give some of them a little creaminess and keep some of the texture of the others. So I've done that throughout just to get a little prep work done. Very, very easy. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the ingredients. We are going to add about a half a cup, but I did a little bit more, of finely diced red pepper. Red bell pepper looks great. I love the colors of this too, by the way. So inviting. Okay, and then I have red, purple onion, whatever you want to call it. And this is really to taste. It should be about 1/4 to a half a cup. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, and maybe if I mix it up, I'm going to add some more, but that's what I'm going to do for now. And then I'm going to take a little garlic powder, and I will make up measurements and put them on this. I just kind of eyeball it. But once you make this so many times, you know how it is. You know your recipes, you know how much you need. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on. I would say you probably need about 1/2 teaspoon, okay? And then, so we've got garlic powder and onion powder. I'm gonna do that. And then you're gonna take some fresh dill. I often don't have this on hand, so you can absolutely leave it out. Maybe try it with some dried dill. I haven't done that before, but I happen to buy some fresh dill. It smells wonderful, by the way. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of that in. Gives it some great color as well. Beautiful, beautiful colors, if you can see that. So pretty already. Okay, so let's mix that up. These are basically the sturdy ingredients we have in here right now, and then we're gonna make it come together with the typical ingredients, mayo and a little Dijon mustard. I happen to be using today vegan mayonnaise. You can use whatever you have on hand, absolutely fine. Oh, that looks so great so far. So normally, if I just have the 1 can of chickpeas, I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of mayo, but because I've doubled the recipe, I'm gonna kind of double that, because you definitely want it to be moist enough and come together. Okay. Okay, and now I have some Dijon mustard. I'm gonna eyeball this too. I would say about a tablespoon. Put that in. All right. And this is all that it requires. How easy is that, right? We're just gonna make sure we mix it all together. And then once you get to this point, like I said, you can sort of see what you feel like you want more of. Too bad you can't get less of it once you put it in there. That's why it's good to add as you go. And if you feel like you want it to be a little wetter and come together, or if it's too dry, obviously just add a little bit more mayo or a little bit more mustard, but this is looking quite good. Now you absolutely can kind of eat it just as is. I might have eaten it a time or two with just a spoon because it's that good and I love it so much. But often I make it on sandwiches, and I like to toast some bread and put it right on a sandwich, and you can take this to work if you're sick of the lunches you bring all the time. Now that we're all kind of going back to the office, well, hey, give this a shot. So it's looking great. It's all coming together there. I already have 2 pieces of bread that I've toasted, a little golden brown right there. So I'm just gonna take a scoop, put it right on one side. I like to really pile it up. Oh, I love the smell of that fresh dill in there. All right, maybe I've overdone it slightly. Oh well. All right, looking good. And then I just have some lettuce here. Whatever greens you have on hand would be fine. If you have spinach, this is just some green leafy lettuce. I'm gonna put it like this. And how pretty is that? That is how easy it is to make something a little out of the norm, and it tastes really great too. Look at that. Cheers.
If if you have a recipe to share or an idea for a future segment, you can text us at 614-460-3345, or you can find Brittany on social media.